Okay, let's get started. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad that you decided to join us tonight. We're going to be talking about a company called LifeVantage. But before I get started with that, I just want to give you a little background on myself. My name is Sheree Gillaspie. I live in a small town of about 2,000 people here in beautiful Sisters, Oregon, right pretty much in the center of the state. And I just want to go back to when I started with this incredible journey with LifeVantage. It was in June of 2010, and I was a very busy person. I was just finishing in the last 6 months of my master's degree in nutrition, and I was a teacher's assistant at the school. I already had opened my nutrition practice, and my dad had just recently passed away. And I have just always loved helping people. And so when I heard about this incredible company in June in 2010, I thought I must take a look. Something else that was happening at that time was we were foreclosing on our home. So just for those little things I just told you, you can only imagine that this was a financially frustrating time of my life and my husband's, and it was also just an emotionally stressful time on our lives with the foreclosure and losing my father and the busyness of our lives. So this was back in, the economic downturn that we had before, and I was forced to take on another job, my husband another job after he lost his job, and things were pretty dang rough. But fortunately, in 2010, we did find a solution. And that solution was this company called LifeVantage. And I can't even believe I'm saying this, but it was just a little over 9 years ago already. So because of these exclusive groundbreaking products and a compensation plan, that, by the way, I'm finally getting paid what I'm worth, because of the groundbreaking products and the incredible compensation plan, Rick and I have been able to find a life of time and financial freedom. And it's definitely incredible. In fact, this home that I'm sitting in, we had no way we could get a loan because of our foreclosure. So we found a builder that allowed us to pay him monthly. So we built this house paycheck to paycheck over a period of 13 months, and we were able to pay it off. And it's just because of this incredible gift of that LifeVantage has given us. The other thing that's very important to me and my husband is that we're able to leave a legacy to our children and our grandchildren. And I'm going to be talking a little bit tonight about those things and what LifeVantage can bring you or others that you know. Just like it's brought us and many other people in this company. So again, I'm going to be talking to you tonight about a company called LifeVantage, a biohacking company, and I'm going to bring this up so you can see this. Let's see. Hold on one second here. Let me, I'm very good at technology. Let's see. I don't want to mute me. Here. Where did it go? Hold on a sec. Gosh, I practiced in everything. Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness, where did you guys go? There we go. Share. Got it. All right, you guys should be able to see all of that. So yes, tonight I'm going to be talking to you about this company LifeVantage, which is a biohacking wellness company. And we have a mission, and that mission is to make the world a better place by providing specifically proven products and providing this gift that I told you about of time and financial freedom. So Peter Drucker is a world economist, and he said when looking at a business, specifically a business opportunity, there's 6 points that you should look at: company, product, timing, comp plan, trends, and a system. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, those 6 things and how they're vitally important to look at when you're looking at a business opportunity. So here you see John Quinones, ABC Primetime Live, and you all should have already seen that ABC Primetime investigative report. And if you haven't, I really invite you to talk to the person that brought you to this call so you can see this incredible investigative report that aired in 2005. And it did lead to a flurry of media attention for sure. And in 2009, we switched from a $3.2 million company that was retail to an $11 million company right away in that first year of becoming a direct sales company, and now somewhere around 225 million. So you can see that this company is growing very rapidly since we turned to person-to-person distribution. Publicly traded on the NASDAQ, I believe this is incredibly important, specifically because we became publicly traded on the NASDAQ in our 3rd year of doing business, which is very, very fast. And of course, a corporate leadership staff that has many, many years, over 100 years plus of network marketing experience. So here you see our flagship product that you saw on ABC Primetime Live. And I mentioned that we were featured on that, but look at the other TV shows and publications that we've been featured on, and have 7 US patents that help support the fact that we have science that can change your health. Few other things, we've also been rated the #5 performing stock in the United States by Forbes magazine, plus Business from Home listed LifeVantage as a AAA rated opportunity. And LifeVantage has had over $1 billion, well over $1 billion in cumulative sales. We are currently in a 10-year partnership with Real Salt Lake Soccer Club, and we have 5 years left in this partnership, which means that the players, as you can see, are wearing jerseys that say LifeVantage right across them, which is so exciting. Really, we hit the jackpot when Major League Soccer partnered with ESPN, because sports advertising is really where it's at right now. And I've been told that over 90 million people watch soccer every season. So obviously something's going on at this company called LifeVantage, and we're looking for business partners to help us bring more awareness to what we have at our company. So I want you to be thinking about not only yourself, but people you know. Chances are you haven't even heard of LifeVantage before, being a guest on this call, and that's because it's all about timing. And what you see right here is what's taught in business schools around the world. So because it's all about timing, it's about also who you know and when you knew them more than what you know. I want to say that again. It's about who you know and when you knew them more than what you know. For example, if I am sitting here talking to you today about Starbucks coffee, and this is way back in the day when nobody knew about it, you would be sitting there thinking, well, I don't even drink coffee, or I don't know if this is for me, because nobody's ever heard of this company, Starbucks. So you have to play with me here and pretend that you're on this call, hearing about Starbucks right now for the first time. So what I'm saying this example to you for is because you must be a visionary. The people that sat in a room that met with others to hear about that company years and years ago, that jumped in and took off with Starbucks, were visionaries. So now Starbucks has hit branding, and that's that little purple star on the green line right there between early adopters and early majority. That's when a company gets branded. And 80% of the growth is yet to happen after branding. So think about those visionaries that jumped into Starbucks, the early adopters, the innovators that were in that company before branding. They got to take advantage of all of that growth. And then at the top, at stabilization, only 2 to 7% of the growth is left to happen. So doesn't it make sense to jump into LifeVantage? Because guess what? We are not quite to branding yet. People aren't walking into their neighbors' homes every day and seeing our products on their shelves, or people aren't just talking about it all over the streets, but it's getting close because people are talking about the wellness craze that's going on right now. And I'm going to share with you some other things that they're talking about. So here you see LifeVantage just hitting that early majority phase, coming into the momentum phase. So you have the opportunity to be a part of a company that is not quite hit branding. And you have a chance here to be a part of a company that has 80% of its growth yet to happen. Pretty exciting stuff to me. So what is this science? And this is the product part I want to talk to you about. Remember, Peter Drucker said there's 6 things to talk about. Talked a little bit about the company. So how do we look better, feel better, perform better, leading to a potentially longer, healthful life? Through nutrigenomics. And this is something that is hitting branding right now. You are hearing about nutrigenomics, the study of the effects of nutrients and natural compounds on gene expression. It had been on the Today Show, and what they said about nutrigenomics is the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or a newly discovered supplement, it's your DNA. Fox News said nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless is now an area over which we have at least some control. The ability to use nutrition to affect our genes means that we no longer are at the mercy of our DNA. Now that excites me. That excites me a lot, you guys, because of being a nutritionist. This is really what I studied. I studied, about how nutrition and these natural compounds can affect our DNA. So would you rather be hijacked or be biohacking your body? So let's talk about what hijacked means. It means taking over something and using it for a destructive purpose. So for example, physically and emotionally being hijacked. There's a lot of people out there that are physically hijacking their body by their own choice with the dead processed foods that they eat and some of the things they put into their body. Emotionally, stress can really hijack your body, just for one example. I think about toxins all the time because I look at the way people are using their cell phones constantly and where they're putting their cell phones and the electrical magnetic forces that are out there with our computers and our Wi-Fi in our house. I could go on and on and on about the herbicides, pesticides, fungicides. There's so many ways that we're hijacking our body. So let's biohack our bodies and take control of your own biology. And you can do this through nutrigenomics, and which of course, you can read right there of how the nutrients and natural compounds affect our genes and allowing you to become the best version of yourself. Let's look.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger, naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
So nutrigenomics, you guys, this is exciting science you all get to take advantage of. So let's dig a little deeper into what's happening in our bodies. So on this slide, you see an example of an apple after it's been cut open and sits and gets exposed to oxygen. And free radical damage is what I talked about a few minutes ago when we were talking about hijacking your body. Free radicals also include oxygen. So when we breathe, we are hijacking our body, but we must breathe. When we go out in the sun, we also are getting free radical damage because the sun causes that, but it also gives us vitamin D. So breathing in the sun are things that are good for us, but also cause free radical damage. So all of those things that hijack your body, the herbicides, the pesticides, fungicides, the electrical magnetic forces, the dead processed food, all of those things that hijack your body cause free radicals causing oxidative stress. And oxidative stress equals inflammation in your body. And inflammation in your body equals disease processes. And this is just a fact, a medical fact. Now, our very first product, the Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, which you all saw on the ABC Primetime Live Investigative Report, this product here is proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% on average in 30 days. And remember, oxidative stress equals inflammation in the body. So essentially, you're lowering inflammation, which means you're lowering the chances of those disease processes. Now, it does this by opening up a pathway in every single cell of your body called NRF2, causing your body to make more antioxidant enzymes to reduce oxidative stress. So you're not taking a whole bushel of blueberries. You know, you see people all the time saying, well, I'm eating this for antioxidants, but you're not taking antioxidants, you're making antioxidants. So essentially, your body's doing the work. Now, the 5 herbs that you see listed at the bottom work independent of each other, each on their own. This synergistic work that they're doing together becomes 18 times more potent than taking them on their own. And that's very important because that's why we have 7 patents today. And you don't have to take my word for it. If you go online and type in pubmed.gov, the National Institute of Health, this is where federally funded medical research gets published. And there's 10 studies, there were 10 studies in 1995 on NRF2, 6,500 in 2015, and now there's over 12,700 third-party peer-reviewed published studies just on NRF2. And you can go in and see that if you go to pubmed.gov and just type in NRF2. If you type in oxidative stress, you're going to see over 214,000 studies on oxidative stress. And when I started, there was only 60,000 studies on oxidative stress. If you type in oxidative stress, leave a space and type in any disease process you'd like to, you're going to see how that disease is related to oxidative stress. And pretty much everything I've ever typed in there means that that disease process is related to oxidative stress. You can also type in just Protandim, and you're going to see the 26 studies that we have on Protandim NRF2. And at the bottom there, you're going to see the universities and institutes studying this product. And there are many, many more than that going on as well. The next product is Protandim NRF1, another pathway in your body. This NRF1 Synergizer is a breakthrough that wakes up your body's ability to make more mitochondria and protects the ones you have. We probably don't think about our mitochondria too much since, you know, learned it in biology or in school, but mitochondria are the energy center of the cell, and as we age, they become lethargic. And I read recently that 10% of your body weight is made up of mitochondria, so they're very vital to your health. And again, at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see the blend of products that make Protandim NRF1 so powerful. Okay. ProBio. So 70 to 80%, depending on what nutritionist or wellness professional you talk to, of your immune system lives in your gut. So keeping it full of healthy bacteria is extremely vital to your health. And having a healthy gut, by the way, will also allow your NRF1 and NRF2 that you're taking to work better in your system. 60% of the culture survival rate is huge to be able to have that much delivering or to go to your gut. And what I mean by that is the stomach acid usually kills a lot of the cultures when people are taking probiotics. You see here something called Wellmune. Wellmune is a patented product that supports the ability to strengthen your immune system. BioTract, another uniquely patented product, is time-released delivery system, which allows those cultures to get through that stomach acid and into the gut where they do their work. So this is a real special probiotic that supports a healthy microbiome. Okay, Omega Plus. Fish oil is important to the brain, important to your eyes, your heart, your blood sugar regulation. Many people don't know that. Fat gain and insulin sensitivity, just to name a few things, really. Our Omega Plus helps the mitochondria in the cells communicate more efficiently. So they do that with the right combination of omega-3, 7, and also we have added vitamin D, very unique to our product. Our omega fatty acid can be traced from the seed to the bottle, have never seen that before, and contains not only the right balance of omega-3 and 7, as I said before, but vitamin D, which I want to mention, has been linked to many, many disease processes. So it's so important to keep your vitamin D high. So far we've talked about Protandim NRF1, NRF2, the unique probiotic that we have with the patented coating to allow that those good probiotics to get past the strong stomach acid, and Omega Plus. So that makes up what you see right here and supports all of those functions you see right there. We call it the Vitality Stack. And it's called that because it is vital to your health to be able to be taking these products to support a healthy body. All right, another product. Well, sometimes my life is pretty chaotic and 24 hours just isn't enough. I don't know where the day went. And many people out there do things that I don't do, and that is they turn to energy drinks to fill in the gaps of the day. They're loaded, those drinks are loaded with sugar and sodium and carbohydrates, calories, artificial colors and flavors. But as you see right here, we have a product called Axio. It has no sugar, minimal carbs and calories. And with Axio, we have no more sudden crashes like when you're taking those energy drinks and drinking coffee all day long. We call it brain food. Finally, a safe herbal product that improves mood and brain function. Tastes great, gives you the ability to do more throughout your day. It's very clean, and you can see this BSCG, that is the Banned Substance Control Group. This means that even athletes can take it and take it legally because the BSCG is a gold standard, considered a gold standard in dietary supplement certification. Next, we have True Science Skincare. It's called the outside approach to your health. And this is extremely important because it's powered by NRF2 technology. Protects the largest organ, your skin. We have a cleanser, a perfecting lotion for the whole body, eye serum, and anti-aging cream. And after 56 days, 91% of the people participating in our clinical study said they would buy the regimen. I think that is huge, 91%. And furthermore, look on your bottom left and see what else these participants said in the clinical study. These are high percentages on younger skin, brighter skin, smoother skin, and hydrated skin. Very excited to have the outside approach to your health as well as the inside approach to our health. Next, we have our hair care system, very new in addition. And yes, our hair is not a living structure. And I say that because a lot of people don't understand that. It cannot repair itself and it's vulnerable to damage. One of the biggest things it's vulnerable to is on your bottom left of the screen is hair breakage. And that's something that most people experience by drying and styling their hair. And also, the scalp under your hair gets ignored. We put lotions and creams all over our body, but we forget the pore skin of our scalp. And the scalp serum that you see on the very left-hand side of the shampoo and the conditioner is a good way to take care of the skin of our scalp. It's a leave-on product, so you basically just put dots of it, little dots of it, pull your hair apart, put dots all over, and then just scrub it in and leave it in. I like to do it and leave it in all night. So it is a leave-in product. It moisturizes the scalp. It brings the scalp to the right pH, the same pH of your skin, which helps balance the microflora on your scalp. And yes, it works for everyone, oily or dry scalp. It keeps everything in balance. So it's important to use that on a regular basis. And also we have the shampoo and the conditioner. So it's a 3-part. Our dogs, Pet Tandem. The Pet Tandem does the same thing. It lowers oxidative stress in the dog's bodies, which means essentially it's lowering the inflammation, like I said before. So this is really, really important. And many people, take care of their dogs more than they do themselves, better than they do themselves. We've also enhanced this product with things for joint health, supporting hearing and eyesight. And we have the LifeVantage Pet Tandem is the first supplement for dogs formulated to combat oxidative stress, lowering inflammation through NRF2 activation. And next and lastly, we have our physique system. Manage your weight the smart way with our physique system. And, there's a lot of fad diets that I see out there in the nutrition industry, and they can really wreak havoc on your body. People do extremes on these things. They starve themselves. They have extreme exercise routines. And these are unsustainable and really can make your body out of balance. Losing weight and reclaiming your health requires certainly diet and exercise, but also supplementing your diet and exercise routine with the benefits of the prebiotics that we talked about, probiotics, that we talked about, and a prebiotic, as you can see at the top of your screen, is very, very important. It helps you feel less hungry, and I would recommend using our prebiotic 30 minutes before the meal that you tend to eat the most at, and it will help you feel less hungry. It's awesome. The physique fat burn that we have, people have that visceral fat that you can see mostly in the belly area that's underneath the skin, and it's the most difficult for people to use. We target that with our fat burn. The physique protein powder, 18 grams per serving, will help you feel fuller because you're getting your protein. And I love the fact that we have natural amino acids that will be delivered to your blood to encourage that muscle growth and speed up muscle recovery. And look at that, less than 1 gram of serving per serving. So we're going to be waking up that body's ability to increase the metabolism with our physique system. So biohack your complete body system. We have a complete strong line of science here. These science-based products allow you to biohack your body, as we talked about. Instead of hijack your body, you get to choose your level of biohacking, but at the very least, I would choose to take the Vitality Stack that you see at the top of the screen, because it is vital to your body's well-being. So the categories that you see here represent over $600 billion market that our products are unique in. And you know, I think from what I explained to you is quickly today is how unique our products are. And you can see that people, if this many people, over 600 billion market research on all these products, you know, we've got something to take a good look at here in our products and our business opportunity. So let's just finish up by talking about a few more things about the business opportunity and the company. We've captured an amazing technology and this in these products. And this is a one-time, I believe, lifetime opportunity. Because of the groundbreaking science and groundbreaking company, you have an opportunity to grow a multi-million international business because we are open in all of these countries and markets that you see on the screen. That blows my mind because when I started, I think it was Canada, and I don't even know if it was Canada, but it just the US possibly. So look at the growth we've had over the last 9 to 10 years. Now, Peter Drucker also says we should talk about the compensation plan of a company. The number one thing people are looking for is financial stability, and this financial freedom is achievable at this company. And I want to get very specific with you when we look at this chart here. Right there on the third column, this shows the actual incomes, average incomes, monthly average that people in LifeVantage make per month. And you can see at the bottom, this was only last year, January through December. Now, my husband and I were foreclosing in our house when I started this business. I worked it from my telephone for 11 months, and I never left this town, basically, of Sisters, Oregon. I never flew out to meet with people or anything. I didn't have any money. And within 9 months, we were elite Pro 7s. And when you look at that, $12,603 a month, do you think that we were beginning to rapidly dig ourselves out of the hole of the foreclosure? And we did lose our house, by the way. But even look at that Pro 3 level. $636 a month can change people's lives. And you can do that as quickly as a few weeks. All it takes is sharing ABC Primetime Live with people and then getting those people in front of or on the phone with others to help them get their questions answered. It is not a difficult business. So compensation plan a little bit more. I'm not going to go through all the ways that we make money, but I want you to see here that there are ways to get paid weekly, several of them, ways to get paid monthly, and also this incredible thing called the 4% global revenue sharing. In this business, you're compensated for every team member you help that achieve the time and financial freedom. And when you get to Elite Pro 7, 8, 9, and 10, you are compensated 1% of the global revenue at Pro 7, another percent at 8, another percent at 9, and another percent at 10. So we help each other. We help crossline everybody in the entire company because we all benefit. So I've enrolled somewhere around 40 or 45 people that became about 5 people that worked at different paces. This turned into 45,000 people that produce over $500,000 a month. And I've earned over $3 million in 9 years. So this compensation plan is the real deal. Now, Peter Drucker says, well, let's look at a little bit about trends. So let's talk briefly about the gig economy. Business models have changed. A few years ago, I would have never believed that I'd be using an app to get a car, sometimes in a matter of minutes. Facebook allows thousands of people to see, for example, free trips that LifeVantage has sent us on, pictures of us having fun on all these free trips to different countries, you know, allowing people to get curious about what we do. With Airbnb, you can choose your lodging anywhere in the world. And with Amazon, I mean, that's totally changed the game. Few more trends, 76 million baby boomers and 1 billion worldwide. And I'm one of them. And what do I want? To look better, feel better, perform better. And here's another statistic. 28% of Americans have no savings. I had none. Rick and I had none when we got into our hole just 9 years ago. 43% of Americans have less than 3 months savings. And why is this? Because the traditional business model is broken. I mean, do you know people that have retired early or wealthy as an employee? No, people that own their own businesses are frustrated by government taxes, health insurance, really leaves them nothing left at the end of the month. And trust me, I know this. My husband and I were business owners in the traditional model, and it failed us. This is why people are joining network marketing companies every single week. And by the way, every one of you are networkers because we all recommend good services and goods to other people. We just don't get paid for doing it. So how do you get started? Well, the average home-based business costs $30,000 to get started, and a franchise costs hundreds and thousands of dollars sometimes. Well, you saw that the average Pro 9, what they make, and that's the level that I am right now on that income statement that I showed earlier. I have no inventory, I have no employees, no lawyers, none of that stuff. I can do complete business from my phone if I like. I can use the internet. I can use person to person, talking to people that way. It's so simple to do business with LifeVantage. Now, the way that you get started is you choose one of these packs that I show you on the screen right now, and you can certainly get with the person that brought you to this call and help them, or they can help you decide which pack is best for you to get started. But you can see the true prices at the bottom there, $650 and $1,250, and those are way less than what an average home-based business costs to get started, and certainly a way less than a franchise. So I have a business equation for you, and that is seen on the screen right here. And I put this here because how do you get started is basically building a team. And you do that by getting people exposed to ABC Primetime Live. And I say that because even though it's back to 2005, it piques people's interest and gets them intrigued. But then it's very important to follow up and share with people, that's where we were, and here's where we are now. And you do that by the help of others. So you build a team, that equals building that business, which I shared with you. I built a team, equals building a business of a lot of people. That equals building residual income. And residual income is that income that you get paid 24/7. You don't go to work and get paid only from 8 to 5. That residual income is constant. And, you know, I'm still making, it also means that I'm still making money because of what I did in the very first month of this business. That's leveraged income during that work one time. So build a team equals building a business equals building residual, which equals that time and financial freedom. And we have a unique system at LifeVantage that helps put you on the fast track to success. And that is called the blueprint. We have a blueprint. We have a proven plan. So it's all done for you. You just have to follow it and use the help of your sponsor and Crossline and all of the trainings that are available out there. I love this quote, never depend on a single income, because guess what? That's what my husband and I did. And I believe everybody should make an investment of time and effort to create a second source. And lastly, it's very important to talk about this LifeVantage legacy. What you see on the screen here are all of the different places that LifeVantage has donated to through the help of us, the educators, through LifeVantage as distributors. And my husband and I have donated to every single one of these. We have gone to Mexico with Families Helping Families that you see in the center there, and done food drives and built homes. So a lot of different ways to give back within LifeVantage, and we've done that ourselves. Really, I think an important part of this company is LifeVantage legacy. So I just want to end by saying a couple more things to you guys to think about. Very, very important. Are you getting paid what you're worth? Because I know that I certainly haven't in the different things that I've done in my life. The second one is, are you getting out of life what you want? And these are sometimes, really deep and hard to ask yourself. The third one is, do you have a backup plan? When Rick and I went into foreclosure, we didn't have a backup plan. We were in our mid-50s. You don't just walk out and get another job. And it was an extremely scary part of our life, one of probably the most scary parts of our lives. And then LifeVantage came along, and I was willing to listen, and I was willing to learn, just like you all are right now. And so because of me being willing to listen and learn and jump in with both feet, and by the way, I didn't have that $650 or $1,250, I had to borrow from my mother, did pay her back. But because I joined LifeVantage, which I'm inviting all of you to do, we created residual income. And I've been told that there's maybe 2 lifetime opportunities that'll come along in a person's life, and this is one of them. So, the fear of loss is gone for us because of this company, and we got our time back. So I want to ask all of you to please don't sit and think about this. I want you to get with the person that brought you to this call and jump in and join us and experience what time and financial freedom is like. And lastly, have that wonderful feeling after you invite others and share with them and have them have the same time and financial feeling. Sorry, I know I went over a few minutes, had a few technical difficulties sharing my screen, but thank you for joining me today, you guys. Look forward to having you on the LifeVantage team. Bye-bye.